Hey guys, Ed here. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on my Atari situation. As you guys saw, I posted a video that I got my parts in to mod my Atari. Oh, excuse me, I had a breath. I just threw the cat out of the room. Anyways, so what the parts will do is allow me to take the Atari and give it S video out, which will give it a crystal clear picture. Um, as you saw, you can see in my original Frogger video, it's very grainy, and that's because it's going through an RF modulator. And I don't have the cable, but one thing that I just noticed is that there are several different types of Atari. Well, they don't notice that, but there are several different types of Atari. You got the first one that came out is the Heavy Sixer. It's got the 6 buttons on the top, and it's got a very heavy, thick plastic base. That was made for the first year in Sunnydale, California. I think it's California. The second version is the regular 6-switch model, which looks identical except the base is thinner. So it's visibly thinner. The third model, they took 2 of these switches and put them on top, and that's the difficulty switches. So you got the 4 switches on top, 2 little black ones, which is the more common style. And that one had the wood green front, which I'll show you in just a minute. That's the common one. Then they also made both in the 6-switch model and the 4-switch model, they made a version for Sears called Telegames, which is the exact same parts in it. The boards inside are all Atari. The case is Atari. The only difference is the sticker on the outside. It's Sears Telegames. And then after the 4-button switch, Atari came out with the 5200. And with that one, they redesigned the original one and came out with an all-black model without that wood grain that's very iconic. And a lot of people call it the Vader model. And I've been trying to find one because I thought it'd be cool to collect all the different versions of the Atari. And I sat down at my computer here in my room, and I took a look at my systems, and I realized I already have one. So I'm going to do a quick little overview of my systems. Please don't mind the mess. I'm still working on cleaning this room up. But so I'm just going to pause it here, and then we'll switch right over. Okay, so as you can see, it's dark enough for the rear-facing camera to use my light. But so here are my systems. Now, this one here is the original. This is the one we're currently revamping, so that's why there's no insides here. Since I got it apart, let's just take a look at it. That's one of the downsides to use one hand. Alright. Okay. So since I got it apart, here we are. And very basic, very dirty, but not much to the inside of these guys here. But this here is the classic 4-switch wood one. There's the wood green. You got the black sticker. Has the yellow, the orange trim on the outside. I guess there's a very rare prototype one that has yellow on the top, and I believe I've actually seen that once. But I didn't think anything of it at the time. I was a young kid then. This one here is the Vader model. I'm going to clean this one up. I'm not sure what the heck was spilled there, but as you can see, there's no wood green on the front. And this is the first time that they actually called it the 2600. But it's all the same parts inside as well. And then here, I'll show you the buttons here. So you got the original buttons, the on-off, color, black and white, select, and reset. And these are the 2 buttons that they moved from the 6-switch version, to the top here. The difficulty, expert, novice. And then you get your controller ports. This here is your channel select for channel 2 and channel 3. And this is for the RF modulator inside of it. And that is what's going to be completely replaced in the system. So I'm going to take those out, install those chips I got, and I'll give it a pure, clean signal. So there's the Vader model. You got the Woody model. The Woody model. And then we also got the Sears version. And as you can see, and actually, I didn't realize this, but I thought this was a wood one as well. It looks like a different type of veneer that they're going for. It's kind of like a, get the glare off it here. It's kind of like a swirl color. It's kind of interesting. And then you got your silver sticker there. It says Telegames. But all the buttons and the plastic casing and everything, it's all Atari inside. And I do have another one of the wood green ones over there in my stack there. As you can see, that's the one I'm currently recording the gameplays with. But once I modify them, then I'll be updating it. This is my Atari 7800. On a bright side, I believe there's only 68 actual 7800 games that came out with the when they shut down. The good thing about the 7800 system, as opposed to the 5200, is the 7800 is completely backwards compatible. So you can play all of your 2600 games on it. I don't think I've actually ever plugged this thing in, so I don't even know if it works. But let's see here. Oh, interesting power plug adapter. Actually, a 2-pin adapter. Let's put it to the side. Still got the owner's manual. And this here is the system. Now, the Junior that I mentioned before, I think I mentioned it before. Wait, is this... Oh my god, this still has the original plastic on it. I don't think that this was ever actually used. Huh. That is very interesting. Anyways, so this still has... This is in much better shape than I thought. Anyways, the original 2600, the original Atari there, had a plug, a power plug that looked like a headphone thing going in. It always sparked when you plugged it in. Very classic. But these guys, the Junior, that's what I was talking about. So when Atari came out with this one, the 5200 has very similar styling. You got the band with the rainbow and everything. And when they came out with those, they made a smaller, I think it was when this one came out, they made a smaller version of the Atari called the Atari Junior. And they just made it to look like this one here in the 5200 with the silver and whatnot. It's smaller, sleeker. But put your games there, you got power. This one actually has a pause into it, which is interesting because you can modify the original one to do that. Select and reset. You got your... These must be the difficulty switches, I assume. They're not marked, but you get your controller parts, just a standard DB9 connector. The side here is clear. A lot of people use the side right here or the other side for their modification to get the S video out. There's your power port there. No longer a headphone jack. This one, square and circle. I'm assuming, since it's next to the RF modulator, that's got to be channel 2 and 3. Or 3 and 4. The newer ones came out with 3 and 4. Like that, Nintendo's channel 3 and 4. And, yeah, this, judging by the plastic, I don't think this was ever used. Box is a little beat up, but still got the plastic film protecting it and whatnot. And I do have the controllers for it somewhere. I don't know why they're not in this box. They're probably in my Atari box below it. But, yeah, and I also have the Pole Position 2 cartridge. Not sure where that is, but I remember playing that, so I must have plugged this in at least once. Once. Kind of interesting. It looks like almost like a Lego board that they're using as a background. But that's it. So that is my entire Atari Systems collection. And that's it. So if you want, we can... Yeah, why not? Got a few minutes. Let's go over the games. Alright, so we're back over here. This is the Atari. It's all hooked up. This is my little mini workstation slash game station. I gotta clean this out. I got the crappy light there. Alright, so you got the classic Frogger. And this I need to put back in. I got these all stacked up according to the manufacturer. I got all my doubles I'm selling. So if you see anything you like, give me a shout. You got Space Attack, get the glare off. This one, Journey, Escape. Got two Donkey Kongs. The guy down the street has a Donkey Kong Jr. I'm gonna see if I can just swap. Solar Fox. This one I just picked up. It's one of the original 9 Atari games that first came out. And it's got the number system. Like I said, only 9 of them have the number on it. So that's pretty cool. And this is the rarer version. There's, I think, 3 or 4 different versions of this game. The one with the bigger logo and the actual number on it is the harder to find version. The second version is more like this one here. It's got the same style lettering. It's got the smaller symbol with the number up here, and just the lettering on the front. I got Combat. I'm going to keep going down this way because I got Dig Dug. And this one is missing its end label. It might be over there in the box. But Atari Tennis. And then you can see I got Sword Quest. I got Earth and Fire World, which are the 2 more common ones. Jungle Hunt, Vanguard, Real Sports. I got a whole bunch of these Real Sports ones. Stack this back up. Phoenix, the dreaded E.T., which was difficult, but I don't think it was the worst game of all time, but we'll see. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Got another one missing its end label. Oh, a second one. Copy of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Galaxian, Kangaroo, Miss Pac-Man, Moon Patrol. Yeah, of course. Got this whole huge stack here, and they're all falling over. There we go. Like Jenga. Alright. So then we have, here's Real Sports Baseball and Centipede. This is an awesome game. Good classic game. And over here we have the the Activision collection. Dragster, Laser Blast, River Raid, Frostbite, Stampede, Enduro, Mega Mania, Barnstorming, Grand Prix, Kaboom, Pitfall. One thing I love about the Activision cartridges, I'm not sure if you can see this. See this little groove right here? That's actually an inset groove. And then on the reverse side, right here, there's a corresponding groove that sticks out. And what that allows you to do, you can take it and then stack it up, and they just stack right up. They don't slide all over like these guys do. So that is a very smart thing for Activision to do. Over here, I actually got these 2 stacks. I got several stacks here, but let me just put the original Ataris back. Now the first stack, these ones here and these here, these are the ones that are actually released by Atari. All the rest are third-party developers. This one here is mostly the Atari games that have been made for Sears. For example, Telegames. 27 different games in one. And this one's called Target Fun. And let's see, shooting gallery, planes, submarines, and ships. I'm not exactly sure what that one's like. You got, here's 50 games. You got Pong, hockey, soccer. It's all different versions of Pong. And you can see Pong Sports. And if you plug it in, it's at the exact same cartridge as the actual Pong game on the Atari. Here's Golf. And we got Steeplechase. And then here's the one I got mixed up because not only did Sears have Telegames, there was an actual company called Telesystems, which can be a little confusing. But I believe there's also a Telegames company as well. Got some glue on that. Which, not to be confused with the two. This thing is just sliding all over the place. But this is the original artwork here. Cosmic Creeper. That's interesting artwork. Well, cartoon. Yeah, made in Mexico. Huh. Oh, the company's based in California, so that kind of makes sense. This is my 20th Century Fox collection. Got your classic Turmoil, MASH, Alien. That one's not as difficult. This one here, these are the Parker Brothers, I believe. Yeah, Parker Brothers. Frogger actually goes in this collection. This one, I have its label somewhere. This is King Tutankhamun. King Tut. Got classic Popeye. Cubert. And apparently there's apparently this was owned by Tom Judd. There's a rare version of that called Cubert's Cubes. And that one's very difficult to find. And then there you got Frogger. And over here is my US Games collection. This one here is an interesting one. It does not even have a name. It's Name This Game, and you can win it up to $10,000. I think right before they shut down the company, they actually did name it. But the entire premise of the game, I've actually played this one, is there's a giant octopus above you, and you have to keep shooting his tentacles as it's coming down while watching out for sharks and stuff. And we got this one here, Commando Raid, which sounds very similar to a rare one, but that one's not that rare. You get Gopher. This is the same style as the one without a name. And apparently I picked these up from another one with Tom Judd. Really don't know who the heck that is. But this one's Mad. This one's an interesting one because it's got, you see the cartridge profile there. It's not the typical square one. This one allows you to grip it nice and easy. Plug it in and out. Alright. And finally, here is the rest of the Atari collection. And I started over here. These ones, yeah, these are the ones that, let's see. This stack here is the later ones. They have the silver ones, and these ones here all have the graphical, cartoony ones. The classic Year's Revenge, that's an awesome game. You got Missile Command, you got Berserk, Othello, Pac-Man, Breakout, Super Breakout, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Video Pinball, Warlords. That one's an interesting game. Combat, Defender, Berserk, and Asteroids. And I believe this Combat, yeah, look at that. That's the graphical version. And I showed you the one that the text-only version earlier. Same game. But yeah, Warlords. That one's an interesting one. Yeah, you use the paddle controller, so up to 4 people can play. And each person is in the a corner of a screen. And then you use the paddle controller to protect your castle. There's a castle in each corner. When you rotate the controller, you move a guy around the perimeter of your castle. And there's just a ball that bounces around, and you gotta protect your castle from it. But yeah, so that's my entire collection. And this is my original. This one here is my original Atari. Yeah. It's got the wood grain. This is a lighter wood grain than the other one. And this one almost looks like it has a lighter yellow ring to it. Maybe that's why I think I've seen one before. I highly doubt I have the rare yellow one, but it's, I don't know. Let's see. Try to compare these two. This one's a definitely orange one. That one's, it's weird because that one's a lighter orange, and it's also got the lighter front, I believe. Well, actually, it might be a little bit darker. It's, So who knows? Maybe this is the rarer yellow one, but we'll find out. I'll do some more research into finding out which one's which, and that's that. And if anyone is wondering, I do have the original box for it as well. It is beat to hell. I actually got it in this condition when I picked it up. God, I was like 12 when I picked it up. And I traded my Sega Genesis and all my games and everything for this, and it came with a whole bunch of the original games with it. But yeah, that's it. And this is the 2600A, which is the 6-button version. I'm not the 4-button version, I should say. The 6 buttons on top. But man, this is horrible, horrible graphics. Let's see what that's missing. These are the awesome graphics of the time. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed looking at my entire Atari collection. I have to go pick up all these games I just knocked over, so I will catch you guys later. And if you like, alright, so if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright, thanks for watching.